That street right there.
I don't know.
Hello. Hello. Hello, Mr. Cameraman.
You got film crew today?
Oh, in there. All right.
Right, my name is Mrs. B. My name is Mrs. Bowes, really, but everybody calls me Mrs. B. Okay? So if you want me today, you call me Mrs. B. If I want you today, because I can't learn all your names, I'll give you all one name, and then you'll all look when the shouts are good. I shout, oi! So if I shout oi, I mean all of you. Okay? But if you want me, you call me Mrs. B. I'm your evacuation officer. If you see anybody today with an armband on, it means they're official and you've got to be good and do as you're told. Okay? Right. Now you've come here from the city to live in the countryside. Does anybody know why?
So, in case you get bombed.
Don't you get bombed in the countryside? No. Oh, who told you that? It'd be him, because I was suspicious of him last time. Keeping my eye on him. We do get bombed in the countryside, but we don't get bombed quite as much. Why don't we get bombed quite as much? What have we less of around here? Factories that make what? Guns and bits of aeroplanes, things like that. If the Germans bombed all our factories, we'd have nothing to fight with, would we? What else are there more of in the towns and cities than here? People. You'd kill more people, wouldn't you? We're more scattered out in the countryside, but it doesn't mean to say we don't get bombed. Okay. Now, when we agreed to have you here, we forgot to tell you something. We forgot to tell you that you're not as safe as you thought you would be, because we've got a railway here. Did you notice the station when you came in on the coach? Now, that's an important station. I don't know if you know, but farmers were very important during the war. They had to stay behind and grow all our food, as much food as they could, because we weren't getting things from abroad because of the war. We weren't getting food coming from other countries because of the war. So it was up to our farmers to keep us all fed so as we didn't starve. And there's a notice up there that says dig for victory. It means if we grow enough food, we will win the war. Everybody had to try grow food. If you had a little flower garden, you had to dig it up and plant vegetables, lettuce, things like that. Even in a window box you could grow a few lettuce. And this railway here takes all the farmers' food, all the food that's been grown by the farmers, into the city of York, into the army camps, places like that. So it's a very important line. It also carries weapons to the army camp. We're not supposed to know that, but everybody around Murton knows that. Now then, You're evacuees, you've come hopefully to be a bit safer than you were in the town or the city. When you came in, you were all very, very happy and jolly. I'm afraid you wouldn't really be like that. You've left mum, dad, grandma, granddad, aunties, uncles, brothers and sisters behind, haven't you? You don't know where you're going to live, what you're going to do, what it's going to be like, whether you're going to be treated kindly, whether you'll be homesick, whether you'll even see your family again. Because while you're here, your house might get bombed. You might find that you haven't got any family. So I think you'd be a bit sad, don't you, and a bit scared. So let's just see a sad face. That's not going to be good. We're going to try and make you stay here happy, but I'm afraid you'd have to join in and do some work. Everybody had to work in the war. Everybody had to do their bit. There's some ladies came from the city as well. Anybody know what they're called? They came to help the farmers. Called Land Army ladies. They came like you from the city and came to work on the farms. There's something you shouldn't do, and I've already broken the rule. When you come to a place, you don't talk to strangers about what is happening around you. They say, careless talk costs lives. Because you could be talking to a spy and giving them important information. And I've already said, so I'm hoping he isn't a spy, I've already said that we carry weapons on our train. That could be important to the enemy, couldn't it? So I hope he doesn't pass it on to anybody. Right, so you've got your ID cards, that's good. And you need gas masks. Now, these don't belong to you, they belong to the government. They've got to be handed in after the war. This one's a bit broken, I'm afraid. This is a grown-up one. It's very, very heavy. It's got rubber around it that sticks to your face. It's got a little window to look through and straps over to hold it on. And this bit is the filter. Anybody know why you need a gas mask?
Was it different from gas bombs?
Yeah, there was different sorts of bombs, and one of them could be a gas bomb. And what would the gas bomb do to us? It would poison us. Wouldn't be like one of those big bombs that bangs and knocks all the buildings down. It would gas us, so we have to be ready for them, haven't we? And that's why these were issued. Now, to encourage children to wear them, they made children's gas masks. These were based on the old Disney characters, the old ones, like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Pluto, people like that. But I don't think they had very good designers. Because this is a children's one. Now I don't know who that's meant to look like, do you? Pinocchio. Thomas, you've got to get your chin in there. You've got to hold the straps at the same time and pull it over your head with your chin in there. So you can do it. Oh, well done, excellent. Right, go and do your bit. Do a twirl at the end. Oh, don't overdo it, come on. No. You've only had it on a minute, you might be in those 2 or 3 hours.
But while you're here, we'll try and make your stay more pleasant. There's a lot of work to do because there is a war on. Now, my name's Mr. Thurl, as you know, Mr. T, and I'm your ARP warden. ARP, Air Raid Precautions, very important person in this community.
I've already told them that
I have a standing in this community. That's because you can get tablets for that. I have a standing in this community. Yeah, people look up to me because I stand on a box, right?
And I'm
Important person, so don't mess me around.
Aeroplane coming over, Mr.
No, Mrs. B, can I have a word? Over here, politely mind. I told you last week to put blast tape on your windows and you haven't done it. Look, there's
I
no
did,
blast tape.
I
If a Jerry
did.
bomb fell now, there'd be flying glass everywhere, people would get
I
hurt.
needed to wash my windows yesterday.
Never
so I
mind
took it
washing your windows. We're not interested in clean windows. We're interested in safety and an air raid. If
We're
there's
going
a
to
Jerry
do
bomb
it
fell
next.
now, even as far away as that road, there'll be flying glass in here. People would get hurt.
Well, we're just talking about doing it.
Mrs.
next,
B,
aren't we?
and just a minute.
Oh, what a lot of support.
Never mind giving her support. I'm important here, and this people look to me for advice. And look, you've no blackout curtains. Where are your blackout curtains?
Well, we don't need them till tonight, so I've hung them up there. Don't you think they look nice?
They're not a fashion accessory, Mrs. B. They're to stop German bombers seeing light. You just...
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mrs. B, this isn't good enough. You're supposed to have blackout curtains on blast tape. I'm supposed to check everyone. I was round last week on my bike and you didn't do it and you said you'd do it this week. You haven't done it. I'm sorry, Mrs. B. Your name is going in my little black book. I'm sorry. Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
We don't want to get killed.
Don't be for real. This is not a game. The air raid sirens sound, it means we've got an air attack and you need to be under cover. If you run and panic, you're putting other people's lives at risk.
What we're going to do in a minute, then I'm going to blow my whistle and we're going to do a gas drill. Can I just point out to the adults, please? Because we've had groups from Wakefield in the last 2 days, haven't we?
I know.
Wednesday, Thursday. And do you know what? The kids are there struggling with their gas mask and the adults are all sat with theirs on. Thank you very much, Mrs. B, we're sorted, yeah, no problem. And the kids are like, ugh. You don't put your masks on till the kids have got theirs on. I want one adult by each table and you make sure the children have got it sorted. Are you all ready to put your masks on then?
Yeah.
Remember, nobody told you to do it yet. Remember, Hitler will send no warning. You'll get the signal. Make sure you come to the middle of the table. We don't want to panic on this. I don't want you running around like idiots. It's not a bear garden. Not a bunch of Italians. Now then. What? Remember, 20 seconds, I won't know. Well, put that box away! I bet you're downstairs on Christmas morning before everybody else, aren't you? What's in this box? Tune in first, come on. Come on, we're at 15 seconds and these should be on. Adults, you can start putting yours on now. Come on, 18 seconds, 19 seconds, 20 seconds, you're dead. Right, sit still, fold your arms, show me you're ready. Now I know this isn't very nice, but get used to this. I know people who did this for real and they spent hours doing this at school, sat under their desks with their gas masks on. Ask my mum, she did it all through the war, I don't know why. Yeah, she lived in America. Right, in through the nose, breathe in. Out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Can you just prod him and wake him up? He's dozed off. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's excellent. Get used to this. You may have to do it. I'm sorry, but if there is a gas attack, this is what's going to save your life. Now, you're going to hear the gas all clear. Remember what you do. Thumbs into the straps. Oh, not yet. I haven't blown it yet. And then pack them away carefully with other things to do. I think the rain's easing off a bit, Mrs. B, so I'll stop waffling now.